tunnel and massive.
No, you hurt him.
This is the stream for me to have birthday. Yay! Also, it's time for charity drive stream. Birthday. Yay!
Happy birthday.
Don't
Happy
Birthday to you. Happy birthday
to me.
Jesus. Happy birthday to you. Faggot.
Christmas wishes shooting out of your eyes.
Oh God.
No, you cannot colonize Antarctica because Antarctica is like the only two things that exist in Antarctica are one of our colonies and I think one of Argentina, and that's it.
You can't.
Ours.
You're not my big fat boss. I can go there and colonize it if I want to.
Actually,
those penguins are ours.
No single country owns Antarctica.
That's why I need to go there and colonize it.
No, they don't, but we are the only ones that actually
Save it from the normies. Go, Darkstar. Run like the wind.
You could colonize Antarctica. All you need is a massive tunnel going from like wherever you want to make your colony inland, all the way out to sea. So that way you can get supplies back and forth all year long.
Sure.
It'll cost a lot of money, but you're able to do it.
Okay.
You know, it would be awesome to build like a wind turbine to where like it only got snow, and so the weight of the snow would turn the turbine, and then it would dump it out as soon as the bottom, it hit the bottom, and then more snow would hit the next blade, and you'd have something that turned perpetually during snow.
That's a bit like one of those water wheel things. Like
yes, exactly.
So a snow wheel.
Yeah, it'd be a snow wheel, and then you'd have electricity.
That's actually kind of cool. Okay, all right.
Well,
what does it have to do with my birthday? Or charity? Or
I don't know.
You'd have to
Leg drop to death.
How can you donate to your? How can you donate to your fundraiser?
You
Tell
just
us.
gaming with autism, or just you put that in that hashtag thing Google, and it should bring up my fundraiser on Crowd, and then you just click donate to this fundraiser.
Yeah, but how? What are the ways you can donate?
Let's see.
PayPal. I mean, we should know.
She's going to use American Express.
Minimum. Wait, the minimum's $25.
No, you can type in your own thing, but those are just like suggestions.
Oh. I don't know. I have a PayPal, but if I wanna.
Let's see what happens.
Okay. Oh, you need to see your Visa. Okay. Does it allow PayPal?
I don't know. Let's look.
Because I don't have a card.
Well, you can always send somebody money and then tell them to do it who has a card.
Are you trying to hit?
I have a card, but that is not the same card. I have a root account. Well, that's what we call, like, each of us has a number, like a personal number, like a how do you call it?
Just like the Jews did in Nazi Germany.
Yeah, it's like a driver's license. I mean, it's like a driver's license. Like you have like a driver's license number, and we have like a person number.
Yeah, for numbers.
Like the Jews from Nazi Germany, they had numbers.
Yeah, for numbers.
The surviving ones still do.
Wanna see my card?
No.
Have you seen?
That would be like putting your credit card information on the internet.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you can't use PayPal, but yeah, you can always just send somebody money that's already.
I can show you after we are off the stream.
Why would you show us it?
Because I don't care.
Okay.
I mean, what are you gonna do with it? What are you gonna do with it?
Trust us. That's your mistake.
You can send things to my house, though.
Yay!
Giant hostel down.
Pizza and guns.
You can try to send me that huge Nutella thing.
Nutella.
And somebody could send me the mouse pad with boobies.
I
Oh,
said
yeah.
I said giant horse dildo.
Oh, you can send me a mouse pad of butt.
Doc said with that snow wheel thing you said earlier, you'd be counting on it having like blizzard conditions like non-stop.
Well, during the times that it was snowing like really hard, you'd still have like, electricity. I'm not saying that it would work all the time. I'm just saying it would be a good way to work it like during a blizzard.
Maybe a modified windmill type of thing,
That's
so
basi-
it's like a snow wheel at the same time.
That's basically what we're talking about.
10 pesos.
So yeah, we should actually colonize Antarctica. Then
Nah.
declare ourselves.
No.
Then declare ourselves a nation, so that way other countries wouldn't be able to come to Antarctica without our permission.
No cocks allowed.
You know there's military people there.
We don't care.
There, and they play with the penguins. They're like, come on, penguins, let's be best friends. And the penguins like, no, and then they push them down.
Well, of course, that's what they say. Play with the penguins.
Ew.
No, they play
What?
with the penguins. Absolutely. There are ladies in there. There's not just guys.
So even Canada.
Farm Blossom sent me an Amazon gift card for my birthday. Hooray! See what she said? Says, happy birthday, love, Thornby. Yahoo! Whee! Say, Farm Blossom, there's a video that's going on Twitter live. I'm streaming right now. It's very rude for me to do.
Hey, even Canada says that it's okay to like fuck animals as long as there's no penetration. So chicks are fine.
I thought Germany just said that.
No,
Why
Canada
are they-
said that.
Why are people saying that Gawker going down is censoring journalists?
They're retarded.
Do they even know? I mean, would they like to have Gawker send a video, like show a video of them having sex with people, and then say, "Oh no, they're censoring me if they don't want me to show it."
It's because that if obviously this happened to Gorka, then it may happen to other news organizations or whatnot.
Well, if
So-
other news organizations don't end up like doing stupid things that get them
Yeah.
sued, then they're safe. You can't
but
do that.
now,
And
but now they'll have to actually kind of keep a watchful eye on what they actually do. So that way,
I mean,
that way
if
they don't get caught. But that's why they say, oh, it's censorship of the press and whatnot, because they wouldn't be able to get away with anything now.
Unless if the New York Times decides to show a sex tape of some random actor, they're going down the same.
but the thing that some people are concerned about, like Live Beef on Twitter, he's concerned that it's setting a precedent of like judges being able to decide what's newsworthy. But honestly, I don't think that that's going to be something that comes out of this where it's going to negatively affect things. Because if you're like, there's really no point in publishing private stuff like that.
No.
Tapes or whatever. That's stupid, especially since Gawker hypocritically was like, I can't believe you released those photos of Jennifer Lawrence's coochie. Yeah, they did it.
Unless it's not like the Jared Fogle tapes. I mean, those were important because there was child molestation.
But no
It's a case,
public.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think you'd be in serious trouble if you posted that on like a news article.
You're
Those
hosting child
tapes.
pornography.
Yeah, and also I don't think they were released before the investigation. They were released after everything came to the conclusion that Jared Fogle was had child pornography. Like it was true what they were saying.
No, that those Gerald Fogle tapes, they wouldn't be released even after the court case, just given the content of those tapes.
I mean, there were pieces, obviously pieces, but if
Somebody
unless
chose the
Hulk
wrong
Hogan,
6-inch.
unless Hulk Hogan was having sex with a 15-year-old girl, I don't think that it matters. It's nobody's business to sue.
The only time that it actually matters is if it's like in a way to prove like connectivity to somebody else, like relational.
Collusion? Yes.
But what's really stupid is that it's one thing to publish a sex tape. It's another thing to publish or post like a really gross sex tape.
Oh, that's total fucking bullshit. The
No, come on.
difference between
Let's just be fair. Like it
the
would have
difference
been
between the two is retarded. It's like
No.
either you
It
can
would have been
post
one
sex tapes
thing.
or you can't. You can't
No,
sit
hold
there
on,
and say
hold on.
one's gross.
I'm not
one's
being
one's
serious. I'm being humorous.
Oh, whatever.
It'd be one thing if it was like
Spread more.
what is that guy, that Irish guy?
Actually, that's just sad. The one with the big cock, Liam Neeson?
Well,
No.
no, that
Jesus Christ.
your idea of a gross sex tape might be somebody's idea of a really hot sex tape.
Well, I'm sure everyone
Fair
was
enough.
so excited about Hulk Hogan's naked body, but
Some people
No one
probably
else-
were. Some probably
Well,
wanted
actually,
to
his
see
body
his
probably
ass.
is not that bad. His body's probably not that bad for his
Hogan's a
age.
dust bag.
but it wasn't that, like, I saw like screen caps of the video. It's not like it wasn't that well done.
Yeah,
Of
because
course,
it
it's a
was-
sex tape.
It's
Of
not
course, it's a
exactly like
sex tape.
they had a film crew there filming every
No.
moment. It's like, okay,
It's about the same thing.
let's look at this. It's because it was filmed without his permission, which is an invasion of
Wait,
privacy.
it was actually filmed without his permission?
Yeah, he didn't realize that it was being filmed.
He was having sex
Um,
with his like friend's wife, and they filmed them.
Yeah,
Why?
he owns the copyright now after going to court against his former friend
Oh,
and the wife.
it was
that
his
filmed it.
ex-wife's friend or wife's friend when he was his wife?
It's his wife's friend that he had sex with.
Oh, so that was his wife. That was not his wife.
Because basically, his friend said, "Well, you're having like all this trouble with your marriage, whatnot. Why don't you come around mine and bang my wife?"
Ew.
That
When
was
you say
probably
it
his
in
wife.
a British accent, it sounds kind of like really classy. But it's
When I
not-
say it in a British accent, it sounds classy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, his wife is not that classy either.
His family is.
Neither.
Right.
So yeah.
Oh, let's not say anything more.
What?
Talk to us about your fundraising.
I decided to do this, and I wrote a thing, and it's about Leia Alexander being stupid trash. And
Yes, trash.
that's
Well,
trash, Leia Alexander's just trash. The yucca is trash.
I mean, she's just dumb. I mean,
And so it was because like her original article about gamers are dead. She was basically describing to some extent autistic people and how weird some of us can be,
you
especially
know,
video games and stuff. And she wasn't just describing gamers, because gamers aren't necessarily like that. How she described it. And yeah, so it's like, that's dumb. And then somebody's like, how dare you suggest that she was being bad like that? Autistic people aren't jerks. And I'm like, okay.
okay. Oh, but
yeah,
do
you
you
should
remember
have.
do you remember
should
when
have,
she went to an island and she went to like on vacation and she talked shit about the people where she went, and it was like, I'm drinking a cocktail and these people are so poor. I'm like, she's a bitch.
He's so dumb.
You should have thought this charity fundraiser thing out more before starting it.
Tane Silverwolf said, Leia Alexander
Oh.
is dead. Leia Alexander's over. Leia Alexander doesn't have to do journalism anymore.
Yay.
Legs, you funny faggot.
R.I.P. Leia Alexander.
Yeah.
Up
So, Darkstar,
into the trash she goes.
Darkstar,
What?
what have you got to talk about?
You know, I have no fucking idea. I was just you told me to come on to this fucking stream, and I was
Yes!
like, okay.
Because we have to talk.
You had 6 days more? Like just 6 days?
I actually started it right at the end of last month, and
Really?
yeah, and then it was gonna end like tomorrow, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna add another 6 days, and then I might add another 6 days. It may never end.
Well, you can extend it until you get the.
I have something we can talk about.
Tell us what are you gonna do with the money?
It's
Let's
going
just-
directly to the Autistic Self-Advocacy Network, which is the polar opposite of Autism Speaks. They're actually autistic people who started a group to advocate for themselves, and nobody gives a shit about them because they aren't directly connected to NBC and stuff like Autism Speaks was.
Let's find some jokes to say.
No.
Why are
Yes.
Old Navy such cunts?
What?
Watch the image that somebody posted. Like, for Father's Day, it's like it's really her day. Why?
Because they're trash.
Really, Old Navy, you can do better than this. Do better.
Just because you have a single mother doesn't mean that everybody does. I have a daddy. Excuse me.
You have a daddy.
And guess what, cunts? Mothers already have their dough.
Yes.
Why isn't there a men's plus? That's just rude.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Like, happy Father's Day. My daddy is more important than any single mother. Excuse me. Everybody is a hoe.
Yeah, lots of women are like, I want 2 days.
Go fuck yourselves.
Let's just make Mother's Day 2 a sequel.
I mean, there's women now who basically want to go on maternity leave without being mothers.
Yeah, I believe they called that. What was it? It was fuck's sake.
Maternity?
Yeah.
And there's also now there's also some fat
Hold on, I
bitch
want to read
that
something
wants
King
to
Silverwolf
get
wrote.
paid because she's fat.
What's the difference between a northern fairy tale and a southern fairy tale?
What?
I don't
A
know.
northern fairy tale begins once upon a time. A southern fairy tale begins, y'all ain't gonna believe this shit.
Oh, you fucked it up.
I did fuck it up!
King Silverwolf said in the chat, what's
Uh-oh.
the difference between Princess Diana and Elton John? Princess Diana never became a Queen of England.
Oh, yeah. That's true. That's funny because it's true.
Oh.
You know, that's weird. I heard that on the radio, and so did Diana.
I
Mm.
don't get that. That's
Well,
confusing.
I didn't get it.
Did you hear about Princess Diana? She was on the radio yesterday.
I don't get it.
She went through the radio.
Ah.
Oh, I'm gonna find Princess Diana jokes.
Somebody find some erotic video game fan fiction, and I'll read it.
Why? So you can call it gay?
No, it doesn't have to be gay. It can be lesbian.
What are your thoughts on E3?
I think it should stop.
It's trash.
Pretty much. E3 is like pointless.
E3 is crap.
Either open it up to the public and make it into Comic-Con, so at least it's sort of interesting, or
That
just
would
stop.
no, that would be so fucking retarded.
Why?
God,
Try
fucking
that.
QuakeCon is better than E3.
Okay. But E3
saying,
isn't open to the public.
But calling it like trying to mix video games and shit in with comics together like
No,
that
that's not what I meant. I meant open it up like Comic-Con to where E3 is open to the public and everyone can come. Because it's not open to the public.
Oh.
But they did it a few times, and I think it was a disaster or something.
Oh, they said it was a disaster.
Yeah.
No, they wanted to have their own thing. Okay, have you seen this stupid bitch who wants fat reparations?
Oh, she wants more cake?
Oh,
She wants to pay. She wants her people to pay her to provide her safe housing, to offer her a job with benefits, to run her Beyonce tickets, to finance her clothes and wigs and aesthetics, and to cultivate her accessibility to spaces and provide seats that fit her, and to see and validate her humanity. Funny that she placed see and validate her humanity as the last thing to do.
Um, what
Into the
does
oven!
What an
what does
idiot.
what does Princess Diana turn into at midnight?
A
What?
pumpkin
The wall.
at what?
Oh my god, yeah.
I'll be right back, guys.
You know why this? I mean, I have been seeing a lot of videos of feminist, body positive women, and they're all obsessed with wigs and makeup, and that's because that's the only thing they think they can change. What? They're
What
obsessed
was
with themselves. They're obsessed with their bodies,
what was
and they're so narcissistic. Oh, a hamburger.
what was the last
Oh,
thing Princess Diana? What was the last thing that Princess Diana said to Dodie Fayed?
What?
Don't you think we're taking this a little too fast?
What? What the fuck is Steve Chai saying? He doesn't know what to say, anything.
I'm gonna have some cake with my grandma. I'll be back. You guys can just keep going though. Talk about
Okay. Do you know what he said? He said, Steve Chai said, do you want to trigger an epic crybaby tantrum from an anti-SJ type? Say you prefer silence to their clueless, bigoted braying. Works every time.
What did the Queen Mother give
Oh
Fergie
my
for
god.
her birthday?
I don't
A
know.
black Mercedes and a trip to Paris.
Oh!
We know he killed her. We
Wait,
know he killed her and her
isn't Steve
lizard
Shaz,
people.
isn't Steve Shaz in line to be the next Queen of England?
Yay.
No.
And
No.
Milo's on.
No,
With the
Milo is
Queen of
the next Queen
Spades.
of England.
Oh!
That's cuckoo.
Queen of Spades. Queen of Spades.
What do you give the princess who has everything?
I don't know.
Nothing? Oh.
A seatbelt and an airbag.
Oh my
Um,
god. How many
driver.
like 30 years? No, 20 years is she dead? Like has been she dead? Like yeah, I think 20 years.
She hasn't been
Almost
dead
20
for
years.
30 years. I remember hearing about her death when I was a
I
kid.
said
So.
I said 20 years. It was 1997.
Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, not 30 years though.
No, 20 years.
Not
Because
even
I was a kid too.
close. I think I was 3.
You were 3? What? Really? I was 10. I'm old. I
Why was it
remember
why was it questionable if Princess Diana would have made a good queen?
why.
She had tunnel vision.
Um, I'm going to mute you, Duchess. I like. Oh, suddenly I'm going to just go with the microphone. Like your Diana jokes are very similar to that joke.
What?
You know that jokes?
Do I know what jokes?
Oh my god, forget it.
I was gonna say some more Diana jokes.
It's funny that we are in a stream and the person of the stream just left. So, we are going to repeat. Please donate to the fundraiser for Gaming Without Season. It's going to go to... where it was going to? The... Oh my god, where it was going
Autistic
to?
Self-Advocacy Network.
Yes. Autistic Self-Advocacy Network. And we have 6 days to go, so please donate. I think the amount, like the top amount, how much is it? Like, how much it says?
What would Princess Diana be doing
Oh
if
my
she
god,
were alive today?
Oh, well, that's what I'm trying to talk about the photos. So, let's talk about that later.
Wait,
Yeah, first I-
I know. Staying the fuck out of any cars.
No. She'd be scratching the lid of her coffin.
Oh,
I don't know
oh
anything
my
else.
god. Oh.
My turn.
You're so
My turn.
bad.
Oops, sorry.
You're bad.
So, did you want to, like, what did you eat today?
Nobody cares.
I don't know.
I ate like a ham and cheese hot pocket.
Oh, how are those? I have never tasted a hot pocket. They don't sell it here. How does
What? What is wrong with your country?
we are healthy.
Everything.
We are healthy. We don't sell that stuff.
We must like go over there and like make your country America.
Your country is healthy but extremely
You have
racist.
Walmart. I mean, we have Walmart thing. I mean, I just bought waffles.
Walmart is only like
Blue
over
waffle.
American, so
That's the actually. You know what? You want to know what is funny? That the great value stuff that you probably have very cheap is actually like the most expensive thing in our supermarket.
You're poor.
No,
You're
we're not poor. We're cheap.
ironically, it's not any difference in. There's no difference in price either.
We actually have like your ice cream is really ice cream. Like our ice cream is more.
Your entire country's poor.
Well, that's not
Oh
ice
my
cream.
God.
That is.
Actually no. Actually, our country has the highest how you call it?
GDP.
GDP in South America. We're also the most stable politically. And we're not the richest, but we are basically the most stable economically. And I mean, I know Brazil is just going down.
You have to
You're still poor.
you have to spend extra money on actual ice cream nowadays. That's actually made from like cream. They use something else.
There's
Not
there's
actual
like
ice cream.
there's like two different real types of ice cream in America, and there's Ben and Jerry's where everybody thinks is awesome, and you've got
I
Bluebell.
want to eat them.
And Haagen-Dazs.
What? That's Canadian. Shut your mouth.
We have Haagen-Dazs.
I thought that was
What's
German.
the other one?
It's really expensive, Haagen-Dazs.
Haagen-Dazs is fucking nasty.
I like Haagen-Dazs, but I like
oh.
Ben and
And
Jerry's
there's
as well.
Purdy's. Purdy's is the best.
We only have 2 over here.
The thing is that when we want to eat like dessert, we eat fruit.
What?
The thing
They
is that
eat
we are
fruits.
usually we have the luck that we have like Wednesdays and Saturdays we have like produce market. So people usually instead of going to the supermarket, they just go to that market where they sell produce and they buy fruits and vegetables. And they also sometimes sell groceries. So we buy their stuff. That's why we don't eat that much. Like
Oh my God! If we were to like bring like Ben and Jerry's or Bluebell or Haagen-Dazs down there, oh my God, they would get so fat.
probably.
They
It
won't.
will be like that.
They'd be like, "What is this cocaine? We must have more."
I don't really think, but maybe not because I mean you brought McDonald's and actually people don't eat that much McDonald's here.
In the Philippines, they eat it so much, but they also have this place called Jollibee, which they have in a couple places in California. One might be in historic Filipino town. Anyways, they have it specialized to where they have this really shitty thing called a McDo that's just for Filipinos,
Hmm.
and it's gross. It's nasty. It's like I didn't even eat any of it ever. Just looks terrible.
That reminds me.
I've got
Judo isn't an actual martial art. It's just how you make it. It's just what you use to make matzo balls.
What was the last thing to go through
Oh my
Diana's
God!
mind?
No more Diana. No more Diana joke.
The steering wheel.
One more at least. What's the difference between Lady Diana and the East Germans? The East Germans survived the wall.
What was the what was the last thing to go through Diana's mind?
A wall?
No, the dashboard.
I was close, damn it. I was like 1 foot away. Fuck's sake.
I was there actually. I went to Paris where the video she comes out of the hotel. I went to that. It started raining. We entered to a Chanel store and I started scratching my feet inside a Chanel store. I didn't care.
Your feet?
Yeah, it was summer, so I had flip-flops. So and it started raining and it was hot, so I started scratching my feet. And my mother yelled at me because I wasn't.
Cut run. Fill them shower.
I don't care if it's Chanel. Like I know it's fancy.
I don't know what's Chanel with you.
Oh, who is who? Who is he? Who is you?
I am the cake, and you guys are eating me.
Mhm.
What was the last thing that Princess Diana kissed?
The wall, pavement.
No, the radiator.
Oh my gosh. Okay, now that's enough, really.
Yes, the thing is that you also stuttered too much, so the punchline is low.
I don't stutter too much.
That's rude. Apologize right now. Apologize right now.
Die, bitch.
Nay,
No!
that's it. I'm fuzzy.
Who wants tilapia for their French fries? What?
What?
I don't know. I didn't say anything.
Yes, you did.
Leave me alone.
Have you ever been in Paris?
Who would go to Paris? Oh, gosh.
I went to Paris.
Yeah, that's why we don't like you and we secretly get on your back.
It's a red.
Because you're a woman.
I'm not a woman. I'm not a woman. I'm a Don't you know?
Quiet.
Everyone shut up forever. Never talk.
I spent the night next to a trash can. Does that mean I went to Paris?
No, that means you're Texan.
No. Did it stink like a sewer? Did it stink like a sewer?
I don't know how you would smell the trash from Texas when you live in Oregon.
Southern Oregon, where they don't swat, they just come by politely and ask, "What is a tabletop store?"
Oregon. Is there any sun there?
He's like Texas is a shithole. What, as he says that from a fucking harbor city.
Harbor City.
She's like, oh, I live in Oregon, which is got Portland in it.
Yeah, I don't live in Portland though.
Is that a place where you move to where you finally give up on life and just wait to die?
Pretty much. It's where you buy a lot of meth.
Ooh.
That's where they make a lot of meth, and where the Oregon gang members who can't cut it in California come up here and started.
Hey, Otter Jesus, do you cook meth?
No, I don't cook meth.
Oh, you don't have a next door neighbor. That's where you cook the meth. You just make it look like someone lives there.
I think I might actually live in the state of Jefferson.
How hot it is like that? Like I know that you are all in, I think, on summer. How hot it is? Like because here is winter and it's cold.
It's not that hot. Like, it'll get hot some days here, and then it'll get cold.
Wait, it's
You're in
winter
a
where
mountain.
you are at the moment.
Yes, because I'm
That's
in the
weird.
south. Why? I'm on
Because
the other side of the world.
No, you're not. You're
you're below America.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm in the extreme south of the equator.
Like the extreme south of the equator. That's like Antarctica.
Up Antarctica.
Or
No.
Let's talk
All
about how there's no such thing as the Armenian genocide.
or it's the Falkland Islands that belong to Britain.
Yeah, well, not according to Argentina.
What?
They don't matter.
Argentina is completely wrong. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, we know. We helped you in the war.
Please donate to the
Wait.
charity drive to get the gypsies out of Germany.
Gypsies are trash.
It's
No, I
not
know-
gypsies that are in Germany.
What?
Not gypsies that are in Germany that need removing.
They were all killed. Along
The
with the Jews.
Romani?
The Jews.
They were all killed.
Romana, Gaga, Romanov. Armenian genocide wasn't real, Gaga. What? I didn't
No,
do that.
the gypsies were removed from Germany by the Muslims.
Removed. That's what we call murder now. Removed.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, we're just gonna
Contact Jesus.
remove a couple of
I'm
people.
going to remove you.
The cartel
Let's
just
not
removed.
talk about the Nazis, please. Let's not talk about the Nazis, please. Because after that, they came all here, so,
Yeah, and then they integrated into your society.
yeah.
And
Into
then
yours,
like, you
too.
over, killed them.
You brought it to NASA. They just came here for vacation.
Yeah, they came there to get away from it all.
So
Actually,
stop-
they came here because in the 1800s we actually paid for them to colonize the South. So they had a route, like they had a escape route. There were German colonies in the South. Oh, so there. Oh.
Darkstar,
You're popping up on my Twitter account again.
Darkstar, how long have you not been smoking so far?
4 days, 5 days maybe.
I heard you. I mean, I understand you. I stopped smoking 3 years ago, like completely, and it's the most horrible feeling ever. Like I started having panic attacks. I started feeling sick. I started having acid reflux.
What the fuck
I
did he put
love-
in your cigarettes?
I lost around 20 pounds, 25 pounds I lost because I basically stopped eating because I was feeling that I was going to get allergies from everything, and also because I was having panic attacks. And to stop the panic attacks, I stopped eating basically caffeine, Coke, sugar, anything that was going to
Wow,
push me into
it
anxiety.
sounds like you're having the total opposite effect of what it's doing to me. I just want to kill shit.
That's rude.
Yeah, it sounds like it wasn't cigarettes. You gave up smoking. It sounds a bit like, crack or crystal meth.
No,
thing
like
basically-
in
that's basically
foreign
what-
countries, tobacco companies will up whatever's in it because they want the people to get more addicted.
Maybe.
They
The
just
thing
put
is
crack
that-
in their cigarettes.
What
thing
are you
is
saying,
that-
Darkstar?
I have anxiety issues, and the cigarette exacerbate the anxiety issues. So to calm it down, I stopped eating sugar and anything that created the anxiety, and that made me lose 25 pounds.
What did you say, Darkstar, before Otter Jesus interrupted you?
Shut up, bitch.
Okay.
I said, I just want to kill shit.
That's nice.
Buy
Well, if
one
you-
of those balls that you can swing.
Well, you said there's a lot of Mexicans that are like, around your town, area of town. Just kill a Mexican.
I don't want to kill a Mexican. They're too hard and they run. I mean, they run really fast.
There's a movie being made about a guy who, like, he starts hunting a bunch of Mexicans trying to cross the border. I watched it and I'm like, this is so
I
exploited.
think I've seen it.
Aren't
think
you
it's
kind of...
It was good.
Hey, Docstar, aren't you kind of like blackish? So shouldn't you be like a good runner if you're some kind of blackish?
Dude, you are like making like these. Yeah, you're making some connections that just are not there.
What?
Like, you're like 75% Native American. Isn't that kind of like some kind of blackish?
No, it's nothing like being black.
Yes, it is. You're just black.
No, it's not.
Everyone's black.
I just thought Native Americans were just like black but with straight hair instead of curly.
No.
No.
No. Do I?
Dude,
If they
like,
were black, then everybody else in the continent will be black, and I will look black. Do I look black?
Yes.
like thousands of years ago, they might have come over from Asia.
They're mostly
They,
Asian.
the Europeans came over there, so we added some white.
No. Actually, if you watch pages of Native Americans, there is like, also there's changes in the atmosphere. Like the people who live in the desert, the natives that live in the desert, like in Peru and Bolivia, like in the high grounds desert, they're usually darker, and the people in like the natives that live in my country in the south are actually lighter because of the environment, and that's why, and those were the ones that they got mixed with the Spaniards, so that's why Argentina and Chile looks kind of fair in comparison with the other ones. Although also you have to mention that all of the other more Caribbean countries also brought a lot of slaves, so it was a lot of black.
So what I'm gathering from this is your neck of the woods is like black until like Spain went over.
No.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Your neck of the woods is black until Spain went over.
That shit, have you even met a slightly brown person?
Yes.
No, because everything is black for the
Because he set someone on fire.
No, I have met a slightly brown person. I mean, me and my brothers have been sunburnt before.
So clever bastard.
Guys, Pond Parrot is drunk. Just wanted to make sure you all knew.
You?
Pond Parrot?
Pond Parrot?
Herb?
Verb? Yeah.
Why is he drunk?
I don't know.
He's a faggot.
Is he
Oh my
trying?
god!
Get him to come on the stream, Otter.
Mornblade gets
how to do
drunk
that.
every Friday. I mean, at least every Friday.
Hello, though.
Hi, it's Pond Parrot.
We need the verb.
How was your day today, Darkstar?
My day seems to be less shit than it was yesterday.
Is that because you got cigarettes now? That you got that option that you don't have to go about smoking if you don't want to?
Well, maybe. I don't know. That and I had to go to like Fort Worth yesterday, so it kind of sucks.
Did you get a belly rub?
You mean Fort Worthless?
Aw, shit, nigger.
At least I don't
Never
live
do
in,
that again.
I thought of that one like
at least I don't live in the can of duh.
a month ago.
How can your
Just
country be so big
think about
and so
this.
empty of people?
The U.S. is Canada's underwear.
No, it's not. That's Mexico.
What?
The U.S.
Oh,
is
yeah, that's
Canada's
Mexico.
T-shirt.
No.
Fair enough.
How
And
No,
do you know
They're
why it
not
is? Do you know why it is that Canada needs underwear? Because it shits its pants so much.
how is Canada like even a country? Doesn't it have like 20 million people within a massive amount of land? Like,
What?
how does that work?
What?
Like, doesn't like Canada doesn't it have like 20 million people in just like a massive amount of land?
Yeah, it's got a very small amount of people for the land mass it occupies.
We're too, like we are like 20 million people and 5 million people, like 6 million people live in the capital. The rest of the country is almost empty.
If you have 10 million people and 5 million people in the capital, then the rest of the country is like got people in it.
Yeah, it has people, but the thing is that no,
Is
actually it's
your country
like
as big as Canada?
no, it's
It'd be
not.
like it'd be like there only being 20 million people in the US.
Okay, you guys, I'm gonna read some erotic Star Fox.
No.
No, you can't read erotic Star Fox.
No, I'm doing it. No, shush.
No, you don't. Tell
Okay,
some
ready?
tell some Princess Diana jokes.
No, shut up.
No.
Okay, everyone, shut up. Nice place you have here," said Fox politely when they walked inside.
God.
It was an average apartment, much like Fox's. It had a kitchen area, a living area, a bathroom, and a bedroom. "It suits my needs," said Cat simply. Cat directed him to the bathroom. There Fox took off his shirt while Cat grabbed her med kit and began to clean Fox's wound. As she tended his wound, a cat couldn't help but keep glancing at Fox's well-built, shirtless body.
Jesus
She was
Christ.
blushing under her fur. What?
How could you even... What?
I don't know. She had always known Fox was handsome, but she had never seen Fox as anything more than a friend. Since her eyes had always been on... Oh, before. Sorry, I read that wrong.
So it's
Since her eyes had always been on Falco. But tonight, things were different.
Is Megan Fox staring at, it's getting stared at by Cat.
Maybe.
What
Falco
the
and
what
Crystal
video
both
game
out
is
of the
this?
picture.
What video
Guys!
game is this?
Let me just read it!
No, it's Megan Fox.
Shush, shush.
Megan Fox got her shirt taken off, and now Cat's staring at Megan Fox's well-built shirtless body.
Falco and Crystal were both out of the picture. She was open for business, and Fox was fair game. Maybe it was a couple drinks she had had, and the residual effects of the artificial pheromones from the club, but she was seeing Fox in a whole new light. Thanks.
Oh, it's
Oh
going to
my
get hot
God.
and heavy from Megan Fox. It's going to be. This is a lesbian story, in it.
So boring. I
Thanks,
want
said
games.
Fox, once Cat finished fixing up his wound, pulling his shirt back on. No problem, said Cat. Like I said, it's the least I can do. He walked out of the bathroom, her falling behind as he headed towards the door of her apartment. Sorry, this night didn't go better, Cat said. It's all right. I appreciate you trying to help me, and I did have a good time while it lasted. We should do this again sometime, said Fox with a chuckle. He turned to leave, but Fox suddenly reached out and grabbed his... I keep reading their names wrong. But Cat suddenly reached out and grabbed his wrist, stopping him before he could take a step. Wait, Fox. Fox turned around to face her in confusion.
You have to read it like the cat. You're the cat that's like speaking.
No.
Yes.
I want to try something, she said, an odd look in her eyes. Then suddenly she leaned forward, grabbing his face with her hands, and pressed her mouth against his. Fox's eyes opened wide in shock as she kissed him. After a few seconds, she pulled away, allowing Fox to recover from the shock. What? Fox stuttered as he gaped.
He spat out the vomit.
What was that? Cat was smirking at him. Fox, you're single, I'm single, and we're both in desperate need of some lovin'.
Jesus Christ.
So take that fist and ram it right up my ass.
No.
Cat said.
So why not?
Back.
So why not from each other? Besides, she wrapped her arms around the back of his neck. You really are cute. She leaned forward and kissed him again. Fox's once again initial surprise soon passed as lust began to overtake him, and he slowly began kissing her back.
This sounds horrible because you're reading it the way you are. You have to like
Why?
read when it's
Make
cat that's
voices.
talking.
Make voices.
I'm pulling her to him.
No, when the characters are talking, you have to be like characters, like you are the character in that situation.
No, stop it.
Yes.
You're ruining it.
No, you're ruining it.
You're ruining it.
You're ruining
ruining
it.
it.
You are.
So
You are totally ruining it.
couple drinks he had had, and the residual effects of the artificial pheromones from the club, but he quickly became as horny as Cat was.
You're reading it as interestingly as Ben Stein would.
Ben Stein's an American hero.
Oh yes, I don't know who he is, so that's why he's not.
He
Seriously.
didn't think. He just acted. It had been so long since he had held a female like this. Cat was right. He did need this. He could
As she
barely
was,
believe he was.
as she was ripping off his nutsack.
You guys.
She ripped off his nutsack slowly.
Fine, I'm just gonna go down here.
With her teeth.
So aroused, his erection winked as it pressed against the inside of his pants, begging to be set free. But he wanted to give Cat as much pleasure as he could first.
Set him free!
So he booted her in the pussy.
Pressed back onto her bed. She finally ran to top.
Fox booted her in her pussy to open it up nice and wide.
On one of her hands, moved behind his shaft and began to gently squeeze his furry balls. Rolling them and rubbing them in her palm, causing him to moan louder. Fox tried his hardest to hold back. But before long, the hot constrictions of Cat's mouth pushed him over the edge. Dad, I'm gonna kill him! Fox second later, he pulled her head forward as he took. Oh my gosh.
This is where the Terminator then busts through the door and then shoots them up, saying, "No, this is not Sarah Connor." And then he walks out and gets a hot dog.
Cat, you're so tight,
What
Fox, man.
video game is this?
Shut to the next.
Yeah, the thing is that it's not funny or disgusting because I don't get what game is this.
It's
Star
just like
Fox.
it's based off Star Fox, I think. Yeah.
No, it's
Oh.
Megan.
No,
It's
no.
Megan Fox and that girl with the big boobs from
Oh,
Two
it's Star
Broke
Fox.
Girls.
If I don't get the references, then I don't think it's funny.
Call
Or,
it Star Fox.
It won't be funny anyway because he didn't read it properly. He just read it like you were reading a news report.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you
okay,
were.
I'm gonna go for a little bit.
Yes,
I'm
that's
going to
good.
mute myself. I'm going
Wait a
to go.
second.
Fuck the bunny.
Darkstar, you find a story to read out. I bet you could do a better story than Otter Jesus.
Find me a story and I'll read it.
Okay.
Challenge made done. Got my time, bitch.
Anyways, that was fun. And therefore said, fuck me. Go ahead, your German Hobosonic. How's y'all doing?
More like Homo Sonic.
Oh my, that's forbidden love.
Ha 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 ha.
I'm gonna set Hobosonic as a moderator.
Homo!
Read
Promotion!
Smith, please, Smith.
Promotion!
No, that's just too degenerate for me. Can't read that Sonic stuff. He's not even a hedgehog.
He's
So
a
that's
meme.
a thing.
He's not a hedgehog, he's a meme.
I'll be
What, Sonny?
back in a minute, guys. Gotta say goodbye to my grandma.
Darkstar, I found a story for you to read.
Oh, okay. What gay story have you got me to read now?
Oh no, it's just
Come
a
on.
normal one. It's Uncharted, and it's between a guy and a girl. I could actually find the gay one if you want.
I don't really give a fuck.
Hmm.
Okay, here we go. Wait, how long is this? Okay, it's not that long.
That's what she said.
Raise your hand if you're laughing at that joke.
No.
No.
He's the only one laughing at his own jokes. So sad.
Okay, the story takes place between Sink or Swim and Stowaway during Uncharted 3. She'd been worried sick. Ever since May disappeared into the streets of Yemen in a drug-induced frenzy, she'd never felt her heart stop beating. Then the men had come and taken Sully at gunpoint, but inexplicably they left her behind. The two men she loved most in the world were both gone in less than the time it took for it to take a breath. If that bitch Marlowe thought she was going to take this line down, she had another thing coming. She'd been on the phone with her contacts trying to tie up loose ends for her rescue mission with Nate, had stumbled across the door looking half dead. That was an hour ago. Now he was sleeping, his head in her lap, safe for the moment. Elena looked down at her husband, the one who'd walked through the door 6 months ago without looking back, and wondered for the millionth time how they'd always ended up like this. She stroked her hand through his dark hair. It's getting stupid.
Jesus Christ.
And he barely stirred. He really must be exhausted. Usually, he would bolt awake with the slightest touch. He smelt like salt water and petroleum.
This is
Fuck.
sounding like a corny
She
romance novel.
could only guess at where he'd been and what he'd done. Elena sighed. That was always the problem. When it came to Nathan, everything was guesswork. He was why she'd broken it off with him, but fate seemed to have other plans. When she'd run into him in Nepal and become embroiled in this quest to find Shamabala,
Eternal.
she'd felt that immediate connection to him again. The one that started the first day she'd met him. It had just grown stronger the longer she'd known him. But no matter how much she loved him, no matter how well they got along, there was a part of Nathan that he wasn't willing to share with her. She felt it, sensed it, and sometimes she felt he was on the verge of opening up. But then he'd simply shut down. Strangely enough, it was like the day the sex between them was explosive. The blush stain in her cheeks. When she first met Nathan, she had been a virgin. I thought, but she'd only had a couple of partners. On her senior year of high school, and the one she'd been a sophomore in college, they'd been pleasant, loving men. But although sex had been satisfactory, she'd never seen stars.
Oh my god, wait. I said that this was like a corny romance novel. This is a corny romance novel.
What are you
That's a
talking
trope.
about? This is fucking Debbie Does Dallas.
No, the whole
Quiet.
no. The whole trope about before this person I had orgasms, but they weren't as good. That's a trope in romance novels.
Quiet.
With
Let him finish the story.
With Nate, she had seen stars go supernova.
Yeah.
It was like he knew exactly how to touch her and make her pant, make her moan, make her lose lose complete control.
And this writer knows how to make me kill myself.
When she was with him like that, they were totally in sync. Like he used his body to tell her things he couldn't put in.
Wait a second. Can you mute yourself?
It's so bad, it's funny. Oh my god.
She still remembered her first time with him, and after he'd saved her from Navarro, and they'd returned to this island, Nate had pounced on her like a starving man.
Mute yourself.
That's true!
He told Sully that useless, or that unless they were under attack, he was not to be disturbed. He'd taken her fully clothed against the door of his hut. They'd stripped her naked and done things to her that had to be illegal. In short, he'd owned her body for the first time in her life. She'd given her lover complete control. My God.
Gross.
She'd shuddered slightly, and he shifted his head into her lap, still asleep. Continued to run her fingers through his hair. If only he could be as open with her while they were fully clothed. She managed to coax a little of his past out of him. She knew the story about Malo, knew how he had met Sully. He told her a little about the orphanage he'd grown up in for a time, less about his time on the streets in Colombia. and even less about what happened to his parents. It was like the darker of the part of his past, the more closed down he became. It frustrated her and angered her. Hadn't she proved through the years that she could handle his darkness? Handle it and not leave him? Instead, he'd left first. He'd always left first. Even if she'd been on the one to break up with him the first time they started dating, when they got married, he'd always acted like he had one foot out the door, and the tighter she held on, the further away from her he got. He said he was sorry before he passed out from exhaustion. She already knew that, but it didn't make her heart hurt less. The sad fact was that she'd forgiven him months ago. She loved him so much that she'd taken him back and again and again. It wasn't healthy, but it was how it was. She was so lost in her thoughts that when Nate stirred and blinked wearily, she jumped. He bolted awake and was immediately on the defensive. He shielded her with his body while looking for the threat. She put a calming hand on his arm.
Nate, it's all right. I'm here.
Jesus Christ.
Her voice seemed to pull him back from the edge,
I like
and her
it.
shaky hand through his hair. He shot her a rueful grin. Sorry, it's been that kind of day. Ooh, it's been that kind of day. She smiled for the first time in hours. He could always make her smile. I think that might be the understatement of the century. He grinned, and then got a whiff of himself. He recoiled. Damn, I smell like a dead fish. I'm surprised you didn't toss me out like the Brando to air out.
The worst thing I've ever heard.
He sounds like a homeless man.
She smirked.
I might have, but I was afraid you'd attract cats.
Fucking hell, that's bad.
Ooh, cats are sexy.
Furries are cancer.
I might have, but I was afraid you'd attract cats. He grinned again. He grinned again. But then his face sobered. That haunted look. What the fuck? That haunted look that was never too far away from shadowed his features. She saw the change and knew he was going to say. She didn't want to hear it right now.
Don't, Nate, please.
He swallowed and looked away first. I'll just gotta go take a shower. He left, and Elena watched him go. It seemed that she was forever going to be watching him walk away from her. Can we get to the fucking part yet?
Yeah, just go to
Yeah,
it.
I'm really tired.
It's really boring. It's terrible.
I found it funny you laughing at the story.
Why don't you read erotic fan fiction of Five Nights at Freddy's?
This is actually.
Oh my god. No.
Is there an erotic fiction of Five Nights
No.
at Freddy's?
Probably. There's Rule 34, so...
She trailed
No.
off, her gaze riveted to his crotch. He tried to make a joke about it to cover his embarrassment. See something you like, sweetheart?
Ew.
Elena's hazel eyes rose to him, and the emotions there slammed into him. Made it hard to breathe. Need, longing, want. The underlying all love. He swallowed. What is the deal with swallowing? Okay.
It's so hot.
Ah, baby, you killed me. She shook her head, refusing to hear him. Her phone slipped from her nerveless fingers and hit the throw rug with a muffled clatter. She crossed the room, grabbed his head, and pulled his lips down on her. Nate groaned and opened his mouth. Her tongue immediately tangled with his as he grew frantic. This wasn't going to be slow, but Nate didn't care. It had been 6 long months since he'd had her in his arms. He wasn't going to quibble. Not when she was devouring him like she was... The fuck is starving again?
Too hungry for
Maybe
food.
they're in Africa.
These
She doesn't know
people,
anything about sex.
these people are like Ethiopians or some shit.
Oh my god.
She ate at his mouth.
What the
Ew!
fuck?
Well done.
Her lips nipping at the bottom of his, and then her tongue gliding over the small hurt. The fuck? He couldn't strip her clothes off fast enough. The button down rose-colored blouse, and the undershirt went first. He pulled away so he could look his fill. Okay. Her breasts weren't large, but they were high and tight. Her nipples beaded behind the plain white cotton bra. Nate unhooked her bra, and she let it fall down to her arms on the floor. Those rose-colored nipples he loved so much were bared to his gaze, and he sucked in a ragged breath. What is this? Hungry people. Okay. God, I love your tits.
Oh my god! Erotic van ons paard. That's so funny.
Yep.
Let's do Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's.
Quick leave. Darkstar's reading erotic fiction.
I'm done. I'm freaking retired.
What do you say?
This
I don't
is
know
so
what it-
bad. This is crap.
Don't read anymore until my mom leaves. We don't want her embarrassed.
Hello, Mother.
Hi, Dad.
Hello.
And then Darkstar read 3 more phrases down, which he couldn't stand to read this entire thing anymore.
Killed himself.
So bad. It's written by like a teenage girl.
Oh,
He pulled the revolver to his mouth and pulled the trigger.
No, that's
I
not
found-
in that story.
I'm talking to Datchet, Darkstar, Samantha, and I don't know,
Hola. Hola.
Oh, I like that one.
She likes your sock puppet image.
Hello.
That's evil looking.
Thank you, because I'm not a woman, I'm a sack puppet.
She's a what?
She's not a woman. She's a sock puppet.
I like sock puppets, but that one looks evil. What's that one? Who's that?
That's an otter. That's Reality's Edge.
Hello.
Hi, boy, your otter looks evil.
He also has an otter puppet just like mine.
You guys talk? Otter puppet.
No, that's weird.
It's not evil. It's a Canadian otter.
Okay, I'll leave you
You're a
guys
fan of-
to talk and talk and talk.
Okay, now read more
See you-
porn.
See you later, Mother.
Mr. Blanco.
I don't want to.
Who said that? I think it was in Australia. I think it was in Australia that they said that probably. Remember that there was an investigation that showed that mostly women were actually spreading misogynist tweets on Twitter,
Mm.
50%.
and some feminists in Twitter said, "Oh, that's probably because most of those women are actually men. Those are sock puppet accounts." And I was
That was like wasn't that Jessica Valente?
She's trash.
I think it was
Darkstar, I've got another story. This time it's a gay one. It's Uncharted.
Is it about Five Nights at Freddy's? Because I just want Five Nights at Freddy's.
No, it's Uncharted.
Five Nights at Freddy gay fan fiction porn.
Oh my god, I remember an erotic fiction made like a gay one, and it was about basically a guy getting fucked by a whole family of men. I want to see if I can find it.
Guys, gay men are just fucking assholes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. They're for the ones who just rub dicks together.
Yeah, for a top, everybody, like for a top, all gay men are assholes. Not for bottoms. Bottoms are
No,
all
they're
dicks.
fucking assholes.
Oh, well. For bottoms, they are dicks. For tops, they are bottoms. For bottoms, sorry. I got confused.
no
We have
bottoms.
You don't want to lose
Bottom.
them unless they're all gay.
Bottoms are assholes. Tops are fucking assholes.
Oh, hey, Monkey, who has no internet. Just put this on.
Strump monkey.
Ooh, we should watch breeding videos. Have you seen breeding videos?
I'll be back.
Don't you threaten me.
Want to be my girlfriend? Ooh, find some F-Zero erotic fiction. I want to say
What?
Falcon Penis Punch.
I want some Five Nights at Freddy's.
No, well, you have to find it.
No furry.
It's not furry. They're not furry. They're robots.
It's it's basically metallic furry.
Yeah. But what's wrong with that?
Well,
People who are in the YouTube chat, type what you would like Star to say in a weird voice.
a weird voice.
Ooh, I think I might have to read the next paragraph.
Why do you sound like Duke Nukem?
Duke Nukem.
Duke
Doesn't sound
Nukem.
like Duke Nukem.
It sounds like Duke Nukem.
No, Duke Nukem sounds like tons of verbs.
I'm gonna blow you a new hole.
Ew, that's rude.
That,
And on that, ooh, there's
that,
gay.
sound, that sounds like it might come from a gay porno.
Well, Nathan Drake's Early Adventure has gay porn on the side. Sully, what are you doing? This is uncomfortable, Drake asked. Sully slapped his butt a bit. What do you think, son? That they will make you comfortable when tortured, he said. Drake thought a bit.
Stop reading. Let Darkstar read it.
No.
Ooh,
here's
am
a
I
quick
reading?
comment. I do not know or have ever been in touch or in sexual intercourse with Misha Collins. This story is fiction.
Supernatural. I love
A man in lunacy suggests Muppets fan fiction.
Ew! No.
No, you know why? You know why I don't want to see that.
Brad Lizard! Brad!
I don't want to read porn from that feminist space.
I love feminist porn because it's so confusing.
Wait, Muppet porn like Forgetful Jones and Oscar the Grouch?
Sure.
Why not?
How have you ever imagined how a Muppet butt would be?
How
I mean,
would be?
Yeah, but an actual Muppet butt, like with cheeks and buttholes.
Hey, Darkstar, I've got another story that I'm going to post. If you're not going to read that Gay Uncharted one, here's a Gay Muppet one. At least I think it is.
Okay.
The Muppets Unwanted. This story is not for small children. It will still be pretty tame. Stay in character for the Muppets, but there will be more raunchy humor and death than you'd ever.
It's not for you to read. It's for Darkstar to read.
I'm reading the beginning where it's explaining that it's not for kids. Expect to see ties to Sesame Street, Labyrinth, The Dark Crystal, Crank Yankers, and Avenue Q.
Ew.
Hey.
I want to read that. Read it.
It's Muppets.
No, you know.
There's small children who look up. No, that's not true.
Children don't watch the Muppets.
Okay.
Everybody knows that the Muppets. Everybody's
everyone,
going to see the Muppets. It's actually an adult.
No.
Everyone, quiet. Darkstar's about to read.
Okay.
You can't be quiet. Mute yourself.
No.
Red, pink, and white balloons decorated the streets outside the Muppet Theater, swaying in time to the music that echoed from inside. It had started off as an ordinary day, cleaning the studio and rehearsing, until Piggy had reminded everyone that it was Valentine's Day. Then, without missing a beat, the entire Muppet troupe had fallen to musical number, singing in praise to all the different kinds of love that would be celebrated. Maybe the first third of the number had been revolved around romantic couples like Kermit and Piggy and Gonzo and Camilla. This was followed by several cute verses between platonic friends. Kermit and Fozzie did a short Blues Brothers reenactment, and Rizzo and Gonzo had a segment that bordered on gay, especially when Rizzo kissed Gonzo's nose. Then Kermit had his nephew Robin sang a verse or two about family. The Muppets soon exited the theater and took their number onto the streets, singing alongside shopping couples and vendors selling heart-shaped treats. It was overall an adorable song, one which would have looked great on a TV or movie special, but not so good in written fanfic. By the time they finished singing, the sun was starting to set. "Hey, what time is it?" Walter, the newest member of the cast, craned his head up at the darkening sky. "Oh, wow!" Scooter exclaimed, checking his watch. "It's 7 o'clock. Workday's over, man!" "That sure went fast." "Huh?" Ralph, the piano-playing dog, shook his head. "I've gotten lost in my music and lost track of the time before, but today's got to take the cake." "Hey, man," said Floyd, the hairy sunglass sporting guitarist. "I lost an entire month once when we were touring London." "Oh, wow. Okay." Fozzie looked around fanatically. "So, what do we need to do now, Kermit?" "Well, Kermit's face contorted thoughtfully. Piggy leaned in on her frog. "How about we go in for a romantic dinner, maybe a boat ride, and then finish Valentine's Day with a nice hotel?" Kermit's face relaxed as he
Miss
considered
Piggy
this.
wants to get porked.
Okay. Kermit's face relaxed as he considered this. The rest of the Muppets exchanged glances. Floyd and Janice seemed to like the idea. Camilla clucked some quiet suggestions into Gonzo's ear. Pepe threw up all four fists enthusiastically
And then went, wee!
and began rambling about the pool parties with the women's. Walter looked around the grounds. "I don't have anyone to go to a hotel with. Why don't we get a room?" Scooter suggested. "I've got video games, half a case of Mountain Dew, and the first 3 seasons of Game of Thrones." "That sounds like a lot of fun," Walter agreed. Was it Water or Walter? Valentine's Day isn't just about romance after all. It's about friendship too.
Bullshit.
"I love Game of Thrones," Kermit's nephew Robin said eagerly. "Can I come too?" "Yeah," Kermit said awkwardly. "Yeah, Robin and I think you'd better spend the night with Scooter and Walter playing video games. Piggy and we could use some time alone." "Sure thing," Scooter said cheerily. "Who else wants to come? Clifford, you game?" Clifford, the purple Jamaican catfish, shook his head. "Nah, I'm spending V-Day with my girlfriend tonight. You guys have fun." Clifford flipped out his cell phone and called his mystery lover, the girl who no one ever saw, or ever heard the name of. "Hey, baby, you like to spend Valentine's Day at the four-star hotel?" Okay, I'm guessing later. The Happiness Hotel is well known in the United Kingdom, but since gaining a small bit of fame in a Muppet mystery movie in the late 80s, the chain expanded to other countries. By a remarkable coincidence, this American location was managed by Pops, the same old Southern American Muppet who'd sat behind the counter of the English hotel at all those years. Pops welcomed the Muppets, couple by couple, group by group, and listened to the 3 payment method of each of them. Most chose C. By 10 o'clock, the only Muppet not at the hotel was Animal, who had been chasing human women through the streets since the opening number. Animal finally returned, panting and heaving, having given up on the conquest and ready for a rare bit of sleep. He hurried in through the hole in the wall that the Electric Mayhem's bus had created there hours earlier and rushed over to the counter. "Can I help you?" Pops offered. "Need room," Animal panted.
Wait. I'm gonna go now, so good night.
Okay, good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night. Happy birthday.
Pops chuckled. "You're welcome to any room you can find. The only spots I can guarantee are open at this point are the elevator, the staircase, and the parking lot." Animal's face fell, and he shook his head. "Want room?" he muttered, turning to leave. "Hey there, Animal. How you fixing to pay? Credit card, cash, or sneak out of the middle of the night?" Animal's eyes popped wide open as he realized that he'd almost forgotten to pay. He looked around the lobby for some options. A few Electric Mayhem members lay scattered around the bus, which was parked around the staircase. His eyes fell on Zoot, I guess, the blue saxophone player who sat snoring on the van's hood. Animal hobbled over and pulled Zoot's wallet out of his jeans. Returning to the desk, he growled, "Credit card." "Alrighty." After paying, Animal hurried up to the creaking staircase, his chain dragging behind him. His eyes moved up and down in the hall and and closed doors. It was impossible to tell which rooms were occupied, and so, in Animal's mind at least, there was only one logical way to find out. He picked a random door and thrust his entire body into it, knocking it open. Instead of an old fold-out bed were Kermit and Miss Piggy. Piggy's back was to Animal, and it was bare. She bounced up and down, her golden curls flying, and squealed, "Oh, Kermit! Kermit!" Lying on his back, arched his head and yelled in ecstasy, "Wah!" Animal slammed the door shut. He shook his head, dog-like, trying to toss the image from his mind. Any other person would have proceeded with more caution, but Animal was a slow learner. He threw his next door open as quickly as the last. Gonzo was stretched across the back wall, lashed to a large wooden rack. It looked like something out of medieval torture chamber or maybe a pirate ship. His blue furry body was stark naked. Mercifully, a dresser was positioned near the door, topped with a golden burst of Gonzo's head. From his plumbing career days, blocking Gonzo's manhood from view. Below, working the rack, was Camila, the chicken, dressed in a black leather gimp suit and clutching the whip in one talon.
Kill me.
"Come on, tighter, Camila," Gonzo laughed. "Tighter." The chicken began to work the rack, then jumped out and cried when she noticed Animal. "Animal!" Gonzo exclaimed. "Do you mind?" Animal backed away, bug-eyed, letting the door fall shut by itself. Animal was about to throw open a third door, but stopped. When he what sounded like a moan, put his ear to the door and listened. "That's right, Janie baby. Just work your lips around it and take it all in." Counting and grunting in confusion, Animal gently pushed open the door. Janice and Floyd sat on a sofa, fully clothed, passing colorful glass-blown pipe between each other. The entire room reeked with an earthly aroma. "Oh, hey, Animal. You want to try a little? A little doctor's teeth secret stash?" "Hey, Floyd, baby, don't be spreading that around, okay? I didn't ask Doc's permission to borrow the stuff." Animal left, unimpressed, and then tried another door. And this one, Rizzo kissed a female rat on the sofa. Both looked up with terror when the door flew open, and the girl exclaimed, "Harry?" But they sighed with relief when they saw it was only Animal. Animal, being Animal, took no note of the wedding band on the female rat's finger, or the lack of one on Rizzo. Animal continued down the entire hall, and in one room, Pepe was romancing. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh. Dog, that's bad. Don't not do this. Right now, I'm sending Charlie's Angels gifts out the Gawker Twitter accounts. So that's what I'm doing. They're very nervy. Plus,
No.
so who loves the
When Doc
first
said,
Charlie's Angels movie? I do.
when Doc Star gets back, wait until he finishes the story.
No,
Yes,
dead air.
don't interrupt him. It's not dead air. It'd be dead air if you was to read it.
Shut up.
You know it's true.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Gotcha.
No, 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 no.
Gotcha. It would only be dead air if Princess Diana read it.
You little bitch.
No, back when she was alive, to be honest, she had a nice, lovely voice.
And the last time it was used, it was her screaming. Ah!
I married this elephant. Darkstar, are you back yet?
He has to find out if there was a Mexican outside.
You're about to shoot to kill.
Don't be
I'm
silly.
back.
Right.
Maybe.
Please continue.
Sorry. Thought you were with somebody else. The individual in the doorway said nothing. Hey, man, Clifford looked up and down, figured carefully. Do I know you? You look vaguely familiar. The figure didn't reply. It simply entered the room, its massive shadow following over Clifford. Hey, can I help you with anything? Look, man, I think you got the wrong room. I don't know what the shadow shifted, as the figure turned around. Yeah, that's more likely. You just get out of here, you big creep. Wait, what are you doing? Whoa, hey. Clifford's cry was cut off and muffled, as his entire body was crushed under colossal weight. Kermit and Piggy lay next to each other, staring at the ceiling. Was it good for you, Kermit? Piggy said softly. Dear God, this thing is long. Fuck this thing.
It's not even sexy.
Get to the good bit then.
What?
Get to the good bit then.
Get
What
to
happens
the
to Animal?
dirty porn.
I'm not even sure what this thing is about. It's like,
You haven't even got to the part where it crosses over with Sesame Street.
I don't even care anymore. This is like,
Find what
sucks.
happens to Animal.
Oh my gosh.
I want to know what happens to Animal now.
He died.
No, read it.
No.
Read how he dies.
Oh, hold on.
Sexual confusion.
This person
Dive-
doesn't even know. This person doesn't even know how to work paragraphs.
Well, yeah, I know. They're somebody who writes things on the internet.
I ain't reading the rest of it. Fuck it.
Hooray!
Well, do you find a story that you want to read?
I don't want to read anymore.
Okay,
Oh, shit.
find like a small little quick news story and read it a completely different tone
I don't
that
want
it's
to read
supposed
it.
to be.
I don't want to read anymore.
It would be funny.
I don't want to read anymore.
Like you know, say if you find this news story that a train killed like 30 people by crashing, read it like you're overjoyed.
Woo! Yay! Tell me what you really, really wanna tell me. You wanna do a train on me. Train on a bus, you see. It's a train for me.
Do you want to play Cards Against Humanity?
No.
Why?
Yes.
Is it because you lose?
Yes. I'm just trying to find
Oh.
good gifts to send to
Don't.
stupid people.
Oh,
Stop
I
it.
know. I know. A gif of a Hulk Hogan leg drop.
No, that's not Charlie's Angels.
Oh.
Let's play Cards Against Humanity. Start a game matter.
No, you do it.
Yes. No, you do it. I don't know how.
Well, you should learn.
No, you do it. Do it now.
No.
Do it now. Do it.
Babe.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Jump off the roof.
I knew it.
Oh, come on. Start the game.
Play it.
Start the game.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No way. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Why don't you learn how to do it?
Yeah.
Catch it. Man up, son.
That's the only one who has to do it. Somebody else could do it for him. He is an oppressed minority.
What?
You are
Oh,
a
yeah.
oppressed minority.
Yeah, I'm a minority. Me and Doc's are actually a minority here.
Buster isn't a minority.
He's 75% Native American,
Yeah, so.
thanks to smallpox.
I know exactly how to get him to do it. Offer him beads.
You know?
Exactly. Offer him beads and booze. No.
He
Beads,
doesn't
booze,
like boobs.
beads, booze, and casino chips.
No, after Jesus don't like boobs. After Jesus is a big homer.
Sure, yes.
Otter Jesus!
Isn't Gizmodo a Gawker website?
I think so.
Stop with this Gawker shit.
That's the one
Stop
that
with this
the
Gawker.
stupid faggot writes for.
Stop with the Gawker.
Why don't you just tell me what's up with your dirty butt? Did you poop on my tits? I can smell it.
Tongue punch for those!
Tongue punch my sweet butt box. There's candy inside my butthole.
Otter.
Lots of chocolate.
Otter.
What?
Otter.
No.
Otter. Come on now. Otter.
No.
Otter.
What?
Come on now.
Come on, now what?
Otter. Come on now, Otter. Start a game Cards Against Humanity. What?
So I don't want to play.
Why don't you want to play?
Because I don't want to play.
It had fun!
Is it because you're out of heroin?
Yeah, we're out of heroin. I don't want any.
Hey, Otter.
What?
You know, before you end the stream,
What?
go on Google image search and search things that we randomly call out.
That we randomly call out?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we'll suggest something like lemon party, and you have to Google image search it.
Pink
No!
sock. Pink sock.
Strawberry
Pink sock.
pie. That's
Pink
fine.
sock.
No pink sock.
How about degloving?
Degloving. Gross.
Search degloving on Google image search, Daya. Hey, Doctor.
Oh.
Can you think of anything gross for Otter Jesus to image search?
Yeah, he won't search anything that I give him.
Okay,
Ebola.
wait a second, I'm going to open Skype
No
again.
Ebola.
Oh, yeah, I think it was yesterday when I was like searching up ghost stuff on Google image search. I came across where it looked like somebody's bottom part of their foot, like the heel, was
Ew.
peeled off. Hey, Doctor, I'm on
Wow.
Skype. Send me suggestions and I'll tell Otter Jesus to image search them.
Do what?
No.
Send me suggestions on Skype and I'll tell Otter Jesus to
Well,
image search them.
this stream, while it was about my birthday, also was supposed to be a charity drive stream, and nobody gave the charity drive, which is fine, I guess. I don't know.
That's because you didn't plan out the stream beforehand.
Why would I ever plan out a stream beforehand? Who do you think I am?
No, it's the stream, and you didn't plan out this charity drive either. You needed
Why
to
would I
plan
ever
it
do
out.
that? I did
What you
plan
need
it
to-
out. I posted it and then said, "Hey, everybody, look at it," and then share it. And they're like,
That's not
"No,
that's
we
not
don't
planning
like
it
you.
out.
You're problematic."
That's not planning it out. You need
Yes,
to plan it out at least a month beforehand.
Why would I ever do that?
If you wanted to do it, you would.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
No.
Because if you didn't want to do it, you'd just start it and post it and be like, here it is.
Deadspin.
Oh,
Is,
changes the subject now because I'm right.
Oh, should I bring up the other time he was wrong?
If you do, I'll kill your family.
What is
Come
this?
to your house and shoot it up.
Oh!
Back in.
Don't report me to Mombot.
That was gross. Hey, Otter Jesus.
What? Ew! Why did I click on that? You bastard!
I was good, dang it, to click on it, but you just did it anyway.
Yeah.
No!
Oh.
Haha, the Gambit movie lost another director. Yay! They should never make the Gambit movie. No Gambit movie. Cancel all the X-Men stuff. It's all trash. It's a pile of shit.
Oh!
The X-Men movies are worse than what I buy about Canada.
Oh, I shouldn't have searched that. God. Yeah,
John
I
Williams
could.
will return to Indiana Jones 5 score, and it'll just be the first movie score again.
Hey, Otter Jesus.
No.
You don't even know what I was going to ask.
I know.
You know what I was going to ask.
Mm-hmm.
What was I going to ask?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So you don't know. So
The Harry Potter stage play is going to have a real owl incident.
You should wait until I ask a question before answering.
No.
Yes. Hey, Otter
No.
Jesus.
What?
I now dare you to search up declothing on Google image search. I saw it and
And do it. And search up pink sock.
no, not pink sock, just degloving. It's not as bad.
Yeah. I don't want
There's only like one image that's bad on there, and that's it. And you kind of have to scroll down to see the image fully.
No, thank you.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
No, leave me alone. This is harassment.
Harassment!
That's
No!
harassment of the roast. Do not do this harassment. It's very forbidden.
Okay, Otter.
What?
It's posted to Google. Google image search thing. Oh, Darkstar, that's just. Oh. Ouch. Hey, Otter. Otter Jesus.
Alright!
I posted 2 links that I dare you to click.
Okay.
And if you don't, you're wrong.
You.
Which one was the ew
Ew.
for?
That's so gross.
Which one?
Both of them.
Which one was the grossest?
And why does the Glovian one, why does it say Google search Muppet erotic gay fanfiction? And then at the bottom it says Glovian.
That's because that was the last thing I searched.
That's gross.
It was
Well,
story
it's come to
that's
the end
on
of time. And it's time for us to end. Because you're
Yes.
all faggots.
And Otter Jesus is really bad at planning a charity stream and charity drive.
This was just like a
God.
pretend, like, backup charity stream drive thing. Because it's really about my
No.
birthday.
Yes, and I got you a birthday present.
You did? What'd you get me?
Wait 1 minute. I got you
No,
this
don't post
link.
another image. That's stupid.
I
Stop
got
it.
you this link.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I
That's
chose
for
it.
breast month.
I chose
Bastard,
it
you
just
cheap
for
bastard.
you. I chose it just for you, Otter. Just for
You're a
you.
little bitch.
You know how much it cost? Do you see it?
No.
Click on the link that I posted.
Why?
Just do it.
Gross.
See,
Oh my gosh! Somebody bought me a sea otter cup. The one with the little sea otter in the cup.
Yo!
hey,
And then
Otter.
somebody bought me You Had Me at Arby's t-shirt.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
What was it?
Mm.
So, Otter, next time,
Was it your butt?
it might have been.
Surprise me.
Otter, next time, plan the charity and things to do for the charity drive you want to do a couple of months beforehand. Ooh! Yee. Okay, that's... Where's the knife at? But not as bad.
What's wrong?
Hey, Otter. Hey, Otter. Otter.
Which one, faggot?
Oh! Otter Jesus. Yeah, you don't know what that's I think was laughing at, and I think it was my reaction. Otter Jesus just like went. Hey, Otter Jesus.
Okay, I'm back.
You're black.
No. I don't know what happened. Anyways, so this is the end of the stream. Thanks for everyone for watching. If you
Before you leave,
could
before you
please try to
leave,
share.
before you leave, click on the link that I just posted.
No, because I can't see it. Because I left and then
You
came
can't
back.
see it. Okay, wait a second. Hey,
It's gross. I don't. It's not even funny. Anyways, so if anyone who ends up watching this could please share the link for the charity drive around and put it in odd places.
wait,
and
do
try to
it properly.
And try to get Notch to
Right.
You know what? You know what,
like,
Angela?
share it or something because I named
I
him.
might buy you something. I might buy you something for your birthday.
Okay.
Um,
but I'm not sure what yet. So
Okay. Well, anyways, if people can share it around and stuff, the charity drive stream, try to get people with large audience to share it around, harass Notch, and try to get him to give to it so that
Harass
feminists will
Natch.
be upset.
Wait.
Notch, whatever, the guy who created Minecraft. Say, if you give to this, it'll upset feminists, and then maybe you'll be like, oh, sure, okay. I don't know.
No.
I just,
Right.
whatever.
Say it properly. Do it properly. Thank you
No.
for watching.
Thank you
if
for watching my special stream about my birthday charity drive. Please
Don't
like,
forget to like,
subscribe.
comment, and subscribe,
Shut up,
and share the link with the
With your enemy.
peeps. With the peeps.
with the baby birds.
With gay baby jails.
Yes, that's the best. Okay, bye everybody. It's happy birthday to me.
Did you enjoy the links?
Oh.
You enjoyed the links that I posted?
No, they're gross and you should stop it. That's not even funny.
Oh, they're hilarious.
They
It's
are
one thing if
hilarious.
you like post porn links or whatever, but it's like when you just post really disgusting gore. No. Anyway.
Darkstar got
No,
a laugh
stop
out of one that I saw.
No. Anyway, that's the end. Bye everybody.
Bye.
Otter Jesus loves you because nobody else will.
That last
Okay, bye.
pic. Bye.